Welcome back to BeTerrific's coverage of Engadget Expand live here at the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City, presented by Adorama Pix. AdoramaPix.com. You've got to Adorama Pix your photos. That's what I do. You know, I run out of memory on my phone all the time. We just talked to the OnePlus phone, and you can kind of expand the memory on that, but not so much. So what do? You also have tablets and all sorts of stuff, and eventually you just keep buying hard drives upon hard drives. No, archive it the old school way. Great photo books, stunning photo books. Look at this. Great cover, beautiful pictures inside, and no gap. Look at that. No gap in the seam at all. So this would be a wedding photo album. That's the quality years ago. In fact, this could sell at a specialized bookstore like Rizzoli in the city as a photographer's special book, and you'd pay $150, $200 for it. But now you can get your own photos printed at AdoramaPix.com in a book for a reasonable price. You can also do metal prints. I love this. I've done a lot of my son Jack like this. The entire set is acrylic, glass, and canvas prints. You can also do all sorts of other stuff, including a Kodachrome style print. And you can do 5x7, 4x6s, your regular prints for posterity, for friends, for sharing, for showing off, for your coffee table, or for a gift, or for the office. So, I love Adorama Pix. I use it all the time. I used it before they were a sponsor. I Adorama Pix all my photos. You got to do the same. Adorama Pixing is stunning. It's second to none. Nobody has better quality than them, and it's fast. So here's what you do. Go to AdoramaPix.com, enter the coupon code you see on your screen, and like us, you can Adorama Pix your photos, and I promise you will get them by the holidays if you order now. Here's the coupon code. It's good for a couple days, so get your orders together. And the best part, among all else, we're also doing a photo contest with Adorama Pix. So you have a few hours left. Tweet your favorite photo to @BeTerrificTV. First follow us at BeTerrificTV on Twitter, then tweet your favorite photo or your best photo. We will professionally pick the best photo and announce you live to our over 1 million viewers, live on the air today. We will announce you. We will print it out with Adorama Pix on a huge metal picture. You will get it. We'll ship it to you, and we'll get a copy too and hang in the BeTerrific studios in perpetuity, forever. How exciting is that? And we'll announce you on air live to everybody. All right. So at BeTerrificTV, and go to AdoramaPix.com to print out all your pictures. The coupon code's on the screen. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about our next guests. You know, I snowboard. I like to get around. I like to be active. And nobody's ever made a snowboard quite like yours. We've got Aaron. We've got Dan. Two guys who are in Brooklyn doing it awesome. They've got an Indiegogo campaign out right now. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, Indiegogo campaign. You can order yours. How much is it?
So on Indiegogo, we're running a special. Next year, we're going to be in retail between $1,200 and $1,500.
Yep.
But right now, we're starting off Indiegogo at $9.99.
Awesome. And it's very reasonable, especially for what the skateboards like this cost. This is a snowboard.
Correct.
A snowboard that you can ride on the streets that's motorized.
Correct.
Walk me through it, man.
Yeah, so essentially we have 6 wheels instead of 4.
Okay.
The middle are caster wheels that go in any direction, and that's how you get that sideways, forwards, backwards movement. It's the freedom of movement with a snowboard.
Turn that again. I want everybody to see it. They're looking at it on the flash cam now.
So that would be going sideways. This could be going backwards, and then you can turn around forwards. But these wheels are a little bit lower to the ground.
Yep.
And that's how you get that mechanics of a snowboard that you just can't get anywhere else.
I think the thing that's most impressive to me is you have to ride it like a snowboard. I thought, oh, a skateboard, so you can go straight and you can do this and you can do that. And I said, oh, this would be great. I've had this concept of using one of these electric skateboards as a poor man's dolly for camera and photography work. This wouldn't work for that. This would work for carving because that's what you have to do with it. I'm so blown away that you've made it so you ride it like a snowboard, so you carve.
That's true. I mean, the first week that we got this working,
Yeah.
and we were riding around for the first day, carving, sliding, it was funny because we were sore in all the snowboarding sore places the next day, and we weren't surrounded by mountains. We were going to work. So it was a strange feeling.
Yeah, it is super cool because you're able to carve, like, the idea of carving is on the streets is unbelievable. Very cool, and you can do it on a flat surface. You can do it on a downhill. Tell me how, do you have to paddle it at all? How do you get it going?
Yeah, you want to go through the mechanics?
Yeah, so it's all electrically operated. We have two electric motors that generate over 5 horsepower of power. So you can go downhill, uphill, flat ground.
You can go uphill.
Even uphill,
Wow.
up to 20 miles per hour.
And that's it.
That's it.
And what about the remote control I saw? Is that a remote or is that, what's that?
Yeah, so you control the acceleration with your hand with the remote
did I
control.
knock it over? Is
Oh,
it down
yeah.
on the floor? All right, maybe we can get somebody to help grab it.
Here,
Justin, can we,
I
good reach. All right, so let's show the controller. Hopefully,
So
we
this
didn't
is
break
not, this is just part of the prototype.
Okay.
The regular remote control will be completely OEM for this board. But essentially all you have to control with the remote is the power, the acceleration.
Okay.
The braking, the turning, the sliding, everything else is with your body.
Okay.
Just like a snowboard.
Just the acceleration. Very cool.
Yeah.
I like it. How did you guys come up with this thing?
I mean, it's just a lifelong passion. We're both snowboarders.
Avid snowboarders.
Yeah, I mean, our whole life, and summer gets around.
How do you know
Especially in the
each
city,
other?
it's hard to get out and to go snowboarding.
It's
So
very
we're-
hard to get out and go snowboarding.
So we wanted something that we could, commute to work, ride home, ride wherever, and have the feel of snowboarding, but also, have it in a practical sense where you don't have hills and you don't have snow all the time.
Do you have to, I mean, like, the one thing I would think about that would be, and maybe I just don't visualize it correctly, when I carve on a mountain, I've got a lot of room and I carve kind of wide usually. That's the way I think of carving, so do you have to worry about traffic and pedestrians and stuff when you're carving? Because you could ride it straight, I guess, a little bit.
You can. The turn radius on the board is pretty small, so it is relative to a bike. So
Okay.
as much traffic as you have to dodge on a bike, other bikers, cars, that would be the same here. But it's small enough you can ride it in a bike lane. You can carry it on the subway. You can carry it on the bus.
I love it. Can I see how much it weighs?
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad, man. It's pretty light.
Yeah,
and you've
15
got
pounds.
so talk about the grips on the other side for your feet. Obviously you're not going to have bindings like a snowboard.
Yeah,
but you're going
so-
to have something.
So these do function a bit like bindings, kind of hold your feet in place, and but you can bail out of these. That's the nice piece.
Right.
So if you're a snowboarder, you've caught an edge, right? And you
Yes.
go with the snowboard.
Yeah, you don't want to do that on
Unfortunately.
pavement.
No, you don't want to do that on pavement.
I don't even want to do that on snow, to be honest with you. Especially on the East Coast, we got a lot of ice.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that on ice.
Yeah. So with this, you can bail out before you catch the edge and go over.
I
over
imagine
heels.
if you bail out, there's some kind of sensor that automatically stops the board. It doesn't just keep going down the street.
Hey, just let go.
Oh, right, on the remote.
Yeah.
So you have to use the remote to accelerate. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. You guys recommend helmets with this?
Yes,
Yeah.
always.
Always. wear a helmet.
And where can people find the Indiegogo campaign?
So if you go to leiftech.com, that's leiftech.com, you'll see a link to our Indiegogo, and you can support us there.
It looks like you've ridden it a lot. It looks pretty worn. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this. How long did it take you guys to develop it?
Development started in January.
Yeah.
It was on paper before that, but physical development started in January.
And you guys have laid this all out of your own pocket, or you have investors?
No, this has all been self-funded.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of money?
It's not been too
No,
bad.
not
I
too
mean,
bad.
Really?
with the MakerBot, which
Yeah.
is what we're using to prototype, you can prototype in minutes for pennies.
Yeah, we have a MakerBot. And we love it. We love the idea of 3D printing and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. You were able to prototype that whole
Yeah,
thing?
and most parts you see
Yeah.
are either 3D printed or were 3D printed at one point.
Wow. And where's the motor come from? Where do you get the motors?
We got the motors just off hobby stores. They're we basically converted high RPM AC airplane motors.
How long will it last on a charge?
It goes 8 miles on a full charge.
A full charge. 8 miles is a pretty good distance. And then how long does it take to charge?
An hour.
An hour.
And it plugs right into a regular wall socket.
So literally you can just plug it in when you get to work and
Exactly.
ride it home and plug it in again.
Just like your cell phone.
Very, very cool. I love this. I really love this, guys. This is really awesome. Who inspired you guys as kids and when you were growing up? Like, was Tim Burton a guy who would or Tim Burton. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the movie director.
Yeah.
I'm in my world. Was Burton Snowboards, like the guy who founded Burton? Was he a guy?
You know, Peter Line.
Yeah.
He was a big inspiration to me. He was a snowboarder, founded a company called Forum Snowboards,
Sure.
which eventually sold to Burton, and he was just a entrepreneur and rider.
Who do you guys? What boards do you guys ride? Snowboards.
Yeah, I ride Forum.
I ride Forum too, actually.
Oh wow, very
Yeah.
cool. And what about the deck? Like, are you going to have interchangeable decks, or is there are we going to do some graphics? Because snowboarding, we have
Right,
so much fun with our decks.
Our
right?
first production line, we're going to stick to just flat colors.
Okay.
They'll be customizable to different colors, but more graphics. We're planning for our second production line. We're planning on hiring a graphic artist to do some of the different designs.
Very nice.
And then, for an additional cost, you can send in your own artwork, and we can put it on the board.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
It's LEIFsnowboards.com.
LEIF. That's
Tech.
Leaf Tech.
Leaf Tech.
Yeah.
Leaf Tech. I called it Life. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's Aaron. That's Dan. I am so impressed, guys. I love it. I love, your guys your story is inspirational. You're an inspiration, and you're entrepreneurs, and we love that at BeTerrific. It's all positive. We want people to go to your Indiegogo campaign. We're going to do a full tech review on it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sounds great.
That's very exciting. That's awesome. I'll tell you what, I got something for you guys. Dan, this one's for you. You look like you need a little brightness in your life. And
Awesome.
you too need a little bit of brightness.
There
Those
we
are
go.
Wowie Electro Kids.
Awesome.
And you don't know what they are yet, right? But you're smiling, and that's the whole point. I see Dan go from like very serious and a little nervous on TV to all of a sudden smiling. That's great. He's got this wide smile now. That's the whole point of these, is that you put them on your desk, and when, especially now, it's getting to winter in New York.
Yeah.
It's going to get a little gloomy.
Yep.
You're going to be like, oh, I got to go home. It's cold out. It's only going to take me 2 minutes on my, on my snowboard. But still, it's like, oh, But then you look at this and you start smiling. I mean, how could you not smile? And then here's the better part. You start talking, or you play some music, and the hair moves. I mean, this is the reaction, right? So how can you not? It never gets old. I've had it on my desk for 2 months now,
Nice.
and it never gets old.
It's going right to the desk.
Exactly. Guys, you're awesome. Aaron
Thank
and
you.
Dan, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do a full review on it.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to do so much success on Indiegogo. And I want people to go now, LeafTech.com, find out the Indiegogo, pre-order yours, and when is it shipping?
Yeah, so we're going to be shipping in May 2015.
There you go.
Snow's going to melt. You can transition
Perfect.
right to this board.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
that's really awesome. And it kind of reminds me of snow skating. Have you guys snow skated at all?
I haven't seen
I
that.
haven't.
They take a
No.
skateboard, they put it on a single little short ski, and they go down the mountain, no bindings. It's pretty crazy. They do
gotta
that
get on
at,
that.
Check it out.
we did a video on it last year at, I don't know, one of the upstate mountains. I can't even remember, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, you guys should check that out. You'd like it, and you probably get a whole community of followers. So
Yeah.
check out the whole snow skating scene. But this is awesome. I
Thanks.
love it, and I can't wait for you guys to really take this off and for everybody to be successful with it. And I love the fact that it's green, and it's a good, active way to go to work and stuff.
Definitely. Thanks for having us on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on.
All right.
All right, we'll be back with a whole lot more from Engadget Expand Live on BeTerrific, presented by Adorama Pics. You've got to Adorama Pics your photos on AdoramaPics.com. We'll be back right after this. Thanks so much for watching. Keep it locked here.